Nosipho Ntshangase, who is known as a mom of 8 from Mommy Club, went to podcast with Mo and Pindi, and that's where obviously she really revealed a secret, a lot of things that obviously we did not know about her marriage and everything, her family dynamics, and how is life right now at the moment. Anyway guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Tabitha, and this is On The Grind with myself. And thanks so much for hanging out again with me. Don't forget to give a video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and do comment down below. So you guys already know that few months ago there was a video that trended of Nosipho and her husband, where obviously the husband was really behaving in a manner that a father shouldn't behave, especially in front of the kids. And I remember on that video, you guys, a helper even kneeled down begging Nosipho's husband not to leave his marital home, or not to do things that he was obviously doing. Anyway, so Nosipho came to do an interview, you guys, with Mo and Pindi here on YouTube, and that's where obviously she unpacked and revealed a lot of secrets that obviously we did not know. So she spoke about how she met her husband, and how obviously when she met the husband, she was already a mom of one boy, that she said she had her first child, I think at the age of 16 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but it was a really quite young age. And the husband already had 3 kids from different mothers. However, that is not what she told Unosi when they first started dating. The man did not tell Unosi. He actually lied on Nosipho, saying he did not have any kids. So Nosipho found out while the relationship was still thriving that actually you lied, you had you have kids. And she explained how she found out. She said the guy fell sick while they were together in the house, and because she was driving in varsity at that time, I think it was during the time when they were schooling, and she took the guy to hospital. And that's when on a file where obviously they wrote next of kin, and that's where she basically found out that there are 2 kids that this man did not tell her about, and they broke up after that incident. Later on, they got back together, and when they got back together, they found out that there was a girl again. I think they said Okoko, who obviously happened to be the guy's child. And Unosi explained that she even went as far as to find the girl's home, and they did a DNA, and obviously that's where they got to see that the guy, because the husband said he did not know if the child was his or not, but eventually they did DNA, and that's where everything was confirmed that it was his child. So basically, you guys, a mom of 8, it's a blended family. Some kids are obviously Unosi's step kids, but the way in which, you guys, she raised all of 8 kids, it is commendable. That is one thing that I would really want to go ahead and say. But another thing, you guys, for me, I believe that somehow this marriage was never gonna work, and this is just my personal opinion, which obviously I'm gonna go ahead and explain why I say so. You guys, firstly, a person lied to you saying he does not have kids. Who does that? How can you trust someone who lied about their children to you, and you still trust and believe Uguti this could be a husband? I'm sorry to sound the way I'm sounding, but somehow, you guys, it was really vivid that there were red flags in their relationship and marriage moving forward. And another thing, you guys, as a woman, I no longer believe in building anything with a man, because one thing about men, they will always choose themselves no matter what. Remember Onosi, you guys, on the interview as well, she explained that how she was supposed to go and study medicine in Zambia. She got accepted, but she couldn't go because of there were kids and the marriage, it was really a lot of things that she had to sacrifice. I really understand that in a relationship or in a marriage, we have to find a point of alignment where one has to sacrifice and one has to, compromise, but not always it has to be that particular person who has to really put herself in a space where she needs to make sure that everyone is settled. Because now in this stage, you guys, Nosipho really helped the guy to build business, the way in which she explained that she used to even help to deliver some stuff. 17 years helping a person to be the man that he is today, only for them tomorrow to wake up and say, I want to take a second wife. No matter how much Unosi disagreed, the guy went on, you guys, to take a second wife. This is the lady, you guys, allegedly. And later on, the guy on the Instagram, he even confirmed that he was taking the second wife. So you guys, it was really a heartbreaking interview. I'm not gonna really lie. You guys can go ahead and check it on More and Pindy's podcast. And at some point, obviously, Unosi really broke down on the interview, saying later on the kids could really see that things were no longer okay between their parents. That's when obviously the first child, who obviously is not the husband's child, but because of the bond and the relationship that they shared, Ugai literally raised Unosi's firstborn. And that's when the child asked Unosi, Mommy, what is happening? Because I can see that Daddy did not tie up your shoelace. Daddy, you guys were watching TV and you were not holding each other's hands. What is happening? We can see that a lot is going on. And that's when she finally had to tell the kids that things are not really okay in home. Daddy wanted to do 1, 2, and 3. And in the midst of that, you guys, you can literally just still see that Nosi is still believing and hoping that marriage, the husband could come back and things will work out and stuff like that. So you guys, Mina, I just wanted to say, you guys, when you are in marriage, no matter how you've entered, always make sure that you have things you save for rainy days, or you literally just do things for yourself as well. Guys, as I was saying, you guys, the men will always choose themselves. So it's very important as a woman as well, you also get your things going. Don't just rely on one, because a plan can change at any time. A person can just decide that this is no longer how we are moving. I want this direction, and that direction might not favor you as a woman. That is why it is always important to make sure that as much as you are dedicating your everything in your family, in building a family, also make sure that you make time to choose yourself in the midst of everything. I hope that's really makes sense, you guys, because this whole thing, you guys, it is really, really sad. And one thing that I really want to go ahead and say, you guys, Unosi really raised beautiful kids, raised responsible, a young, a gentleman, that she also even said on the podcast when she was coming, one of her child brought flowers for her and wished her well for the interview in the podcast. And yeah, man, kuningi, you guys, kuningi. Imagine just a beautiful family just falling apart because one person decides to change a direction and it leaves you no way, you guys. You can just literally, I just imagine. You guys, when this situation obviously was starting, a lot of people were saying, as much as it hurts to say the truth, but Unosi could have just accepted the second wife or a man's decision, because she knew that she got no plan. You have 8 kids that you are raising, you are not working, you are not stable, you are basically just depending on this man, and you rather, just agree to that guy to take a second wife. And it is not really easy, you guys, especially when polygamy is not something that you believe in. It is not really easy, and I think maybe also the situation was just overwhelming to her, thinking how hard she has literally helped this man to be where he is and you sacrificed a lot. Now there's somebody who's just coming, showing up out of nowhere, that they don't even know how money was being made in the house. I think also that was the whole situation for her. But more than anything, you guys, you can go ahead and check the interview and tell me what you guys really think. And do you really think just because Unosi was not working, you guys, or she was not doing anything and the husband was the main provider, does that mean she was supposed to really have settled for something that she did not want, or she did well to choose herself? Because I saw on the interview she was not even wearing her ring, so I would like to believe that there's no marriage. I don't know, you guys, if maybe like they have finally divorced or what is happening. But from the podcast interview that obviously I watched today, she was not really wearing the ring. So I would like to really believe that they have divorced or they are in a process of divorcing. But yeah, she also one time posted or something, said something to say her and the husband, they have peacefully decided to dismantled something beautiful that they had for the kids and stuff like that, something along those lines, you guys. But yeah, man, this is really sad, you guys. Imagine after eighth child, that's when someone decide to change out of nowhere, just